Thank you, Mr President. I rise to support the motion and recognise to celebrate that yesterday, Wednesday the 27th of September, was World Tourism Day. But, sir, it should not just be another day on the calendar. It should be a reminder to us, a call to action and an opportunity to reflect on the vast potential and challenges of our tourism sector, particularly in our regions. And it won't surprise you, Mr President, that I am going to focus on the regions in my speech. As a lifelong regional bloke and someone who enjoys nothing more than getting out into our regions, I wholeheartedly commend regional... I didn't hear that contribution from...
Interjections are out of order, so you don't need to hear them. Just play on.
I don't know. It could have been of value. I highly doubt it, but still.
Play on. Order.
I wholeheartedly commend regional tourism's contribution to our economy and the opportunities to take advantage of South Australia's diverse attractions, activities, natural landscapes, hospitality, winery and a chance to escape the doldrums of city life. The data shows, Mr President, regional South Australia is a powerhouse of our tourism industry. Whether looking at the total number of stays or overnight trips, visitor nights or expenditure, regional South Australia contributes significantly more to the economy than the metropolitan market. That is until we come to the year ending March 2023, and of results released only yesterday, June 2023, there was a reversal in overnight trip figures, with Adelaide taking the mantle. However, for the year ending June 2023, both visitor nights and number of overnight trips to regional South Australia were double those in Adelaide, while the share of the day trip expenditure in the regions being almost 60% higher than that spent in the big cities. Maybe. While the regions are still punching above their weight for most of the recent year ending June 2023, major events that centred in Adelaide drew expenditure away from the country and into the CBD. This consequently saw a 70% increase in overnight expenditure year on year in Adelaide, whereas expenditure in regional South Australia only grew by 30%. And I think, Mr President, we need to talk about the need for critical hero infrastructure in our regions. We need to ensure that we've got the things that people want to see in our region, so they will stay a night, stay another night. They could get a train. They could get a train. Regional...
Order. Stop badgering not the witness.
This is not helping my my Facebook rules, I can tell you that, all this interjecting. But I do note with great interest, however, Mr President, that today's brand new advertising campaign from SATC, with a television advertisement that focuses on our regions, is great, and I welcome the ad, and I hope it draws more tourists and expenditure back to our regions, although I did note that there wasn't a lot of the Limestone Coast in that ad. I would have liked to have seen a beautiful robe obelisk, the Blue Lake, Kilsby Sinkhole in the southeast. Do yourself a favour and get to Kilsby Sinkhole in the southeast. It is amazing. Having said that, though, Mr President, it's disheartening that a motion highlighting regional tourism significance, proposed by the member of Mount Gambier a few weeks ago in the other place, found resonance with only a handful of members from the government. Only two, in fact, the member for Newland and the member for Adelaide. By contrast, 6 of our side of the parliamentary benches recognised that it was a very important motion to contribute to. And the silence from the Tourism Minister on that motion was not just surprising. It was reflecting of the priorities and the gaps in our tourism strategy. Yet, amidst these challenges, let's hope that they change their tack. Thankfully, we have seen a lift in the regional contribution per tourism dollar spent in the state, with regional SA now accounting for 48 cents in the dollar. Now, this suggests that a more significant investment is required in our regions as their contribution to the state economy grows. A key priority in South Australia's Regional Visitor Strategy 2025 is to improve regional nature trails, highlighted as an area of high visitor demand. Just think about it, linking up the Great Southwest Walk, going past Port Mac, all the way up our beautiful rugged coastlines into Canunda. I'd love to walk it. I think everyone else would too. Now, this aligns well with the United Nations World Tourism Organisation, which has set this year's theme of World Tourism Day to tourism and green investments. With regional tourism's primary attraction, should I say, being our state's natural landscape, investing in nature-based tourism is one of sustainability and adheres to the theme of green investments. Now, I've proudly been a strong advocate for the South East to capitalise on our amazing natural attractions, none so much as Mount Gambier's Crater Lakes area. It has so much potential for eco and adventure tourism. Mr President, can you imagine kayaking on the Blue Lake? It would be absolutely amazing. Our former Minister for Environment and Water, the leader of the opposition, David Spears, opened up reservoirs around South Australia, kayaking on Happy Valley. Of course, we've got Glenthorne as well, but if we could kayak on the Blue Lake, I think it would be up there with the Great Barrier Reef and Uluru. World-class running trails and mountain bike precincts in the Crater Lakes area, zip lines from Centenary Tower into the Valley Lake would be absolutely amazing. And of course celebrating our ancient Indigenous history in Mount Gambier as well. And of course City Mount Gambier and Recfish SA have a fantastic project they're trying to get off the ground, stocking Murray cod and trout in the Valley Lake. I'm looking forward to taking my kids down there, dropping a line in with that as well. It'll be fantastic. From the natural landscapes and the water activities in the Eyre Peninsula to the Clare and Barossa Valley's vast food and wine experiences, not forgetting the amazing Coonawarra. Of course, in the southeast, Mount Gambier's Blue Lake, the Little Blue, the World Heritage, Narracourt Caves. I tell you what, with all that's going on in all of that, plus the 7 other regions in our state does not fall short of regional tourism opportunities. By better utilising our existing regional tourism bodies, we can capitalise on the untapped potential in our country's areas as we strive to achieve the sector's goal of generating $12.8 billion annually in over the next 6 years. When working towards the 2030 strategy, better engagement and co-development with the regions will be crucial to ensuring the right mix of attractions to maximise economic benefit and ensure sustainability in regional tourism. In supporting this motion, Mr President, I underscore the importance of bolstering regional tourism. My unwavering focus, I know the unwavering focus of the Honourable Jing Lee and of course the opposition will remain on holding this government to account in our regional heartlands. Every region, every community, every individual in South Australia deserves the benefit of the promise of tourism. Mr President, as we reflect on World Tourism Day, I urge the Chamber to recognise the immense value of our regions and champion their cause. Let this be our clarion call, our commitment to the people of South Australia and our pledge to make regional tourism the cornerstone of our strategy. Let's not mark World Tourism Day. Let's make every day a celebration of the tourism potential of our regions.